At its heart, Arinui is about improving educator practice so that focus can be on what matters, making a difference for learners. Arinui is a fully integrated online appraisal tool designed for early childhood centres, schools, kura and other educational organisations in Aotearoa. Arinui is an appraisal tool which brings into focus the key areas of an educator's practice and ultimately brings the focus on improving learner achievement, learning and wellbeing. Arinui is backed by Evaluation Associates, an education consultancy company who have been working with schools and kura on effective appraisal for well over 18 years.
Why Evaluation Associates worried about appraisal? Worried about teachers? Well, education's our game actually, but we are called Evaluation Associates for a very good reason. And that is, in our mind, evaluation is central to improving professional practice and, in our case, improving teaching.
They heard from professional leaders and teachers that there had to be a better way to support teachers to lead their own appraisal and alleviate the pressures on leaders' time to administer an appraisal system. And that better way is Arinui.
Teachers have all found it easy to learn how to use it, and it's really good at keeping everybody on track.
Educators take the lead in their appraisal process and use appraisal to build their evaluative capability. It is easy for educators to evaluate the impact that they are having and track this back to the standards for the teaching profession.
It will reset teachers and all educators' view of appraisal, moving it from essentially in a compliance, accountability requirement to being something that people look forward to because they know that it tangibly improves their practice through the medium of an efficient, effective, friendly piece of software.
Arinui had everything that we were looking for. It had all those pieces. It was about improvement, about teacher improvement, school improvement for the benefit of students. It incorporated teaching as inquiry, and even it incorporates the leading as inquiry, which is really great for growing leadership. It just seamlessly kind of builds in the meeting all of the criteria for registration.
A teacher or leader takes the lead in their appraisal process. They approach Arinui knowing that the days of curating mountains of evidence, which only proves their practice, are long gone. Using Arinui creates consistency among your staff. The Arinui model of inquiry supports teachers and leaders to develop their evaluative capability.
So with Arinui, I lead my own appraisal process in that I decide what my inquiry is, I decide what evidence will support my inquiry, I decide what I want my appraiser to see. It's about my practice, and here's the evidence to support my practice.
Now, appraisal evidence consists of a natural harvest of the teacher's practice. Improvement occurs through using the key reflective processes in Arinui. The evaluative prompts guide the teacher or leader to delve more deeply into the areas ripe for improvement to meet their learners' needs.
Arinui helps professional growth. It ensures teachers have to have new learning. There's lots of reflecting in it. You need to develop new ideas.
Because of the questions on Arinui, it helps me zoom in to what are my next steps? What should I be looking for? How can I support these students?
Arinui works with all file types, documents, web links, online tools and videos. No time is wasted converting files to fit Arinui. As teachers and leaders curate their appraisal collection, they monitor their improvement and growth using the Arinui dashboard. The teacher or leader appraises themselves, deciding where they have sufficiently met the standards and the extent to which they are improving their practice. Start with the key reflective processes, in particular, inquiring into teaching or leadership practice. and then decide which, if any, of the supplementary reflections you wish to use.
As simple as the click of a button, you are just linking what you do in your everyday practice to the requirements.
The teachers have their goals, they're clear on there, and the fact that they're using the evidence of student achievement makes it easy to measure the goals. As an appraiser, it is really good when the person you're appraising shares their documentation with you during the year. You already know all the stuff, you've read it, you understand, you've already had meetings. It's simple, it's clear.
Appraisers now have a much richer understanding of how teachers see the improvement in their practice and how this is relevant to the specific standards for the teaching profession. Once the appraisee has submitted their collection through Arinui, the appraisee and appraiser meet to co-construct the final appraisal summary report. Completing all of the administrative requirements for appraisal is simple in Arinui. Leaders need to know that their school or centre's appraisal processes meet compliance requirements, but don't want this to be the driving motivation for appraisal.
They don't have to go looking in different places for each staff member's appraisal material or the results from each appraiser's appraisals. That it is all collated in the same place for all of their staff, because all the evidence is there, allows them to be better assured that the appraisal has been rigorous, and for them to actually evaluate the extent to which the appraisal has supported teacher improvement. Is this whole process enabling the teacher to improve their practice, or is it becoming bureaucratic and compliance oriented? And if that's the latter, then it gives them the power to do something about it on the spot.
Not only do you get the most up-to-date educational thought leadership from Evaluation Associates, you get the full technical support from our New Zealand-based team.
It's simple to use. When everyone's doing the same system, it allows for discussions across teams. It's a professional development tool.
Whether they are in primary school, secondary school, intermediates, I think Arinui would be a good tool for them to use.
I know personally, when I spend the time engaging with Arinui, I come away with a new enthusiasm and a better focus on what I'm trying to achieve.
In short, Arinui improves outcomes for all who use it. Leaders no longer have to deal with the organisational headache of administering an appraisal system. Appraisers have a tool which supports them to work alongside those they appraise. And teachers and leaders can use their time for what they entered the profession to do. Keep getting better so they can have greater impact on their learners' achievement, learning and well-being.